Right, so I had a good question earlier. How do I move one Facebook page to another, which is a common thing. People start up their business as a group, or they try and do it as a person, which I see still happening, which is a bad idea. You know, again, it's a social network, it's about people, so you know, your personal profile needs to be a personal profile. But there are, you know, a group is a group, and they have brand pages, and you have to make sure that you choose the correct one, because there are certain things you can do with a brand page that you can't do with a group one, and vice versa. It's very important. The strategy for moving, you know, if you've started up a group or you've got one Facebook page and you want another one, it's really simple. You start up the new one and you keep telling people to move to the old one. But you give them a cut-off date and you say, we will be deleting this page. You don't add any more content to the old one. You try and get all the old content onto the new one if you can. Just keep updating that one as new, and you just keep posting. You know, you know that cover photo? Just have, this is the old page. Move to this one. Give the URL. You know, people don't use that cover photo enough. Shane is fantastic at it. Shane's our designer, by the way. Say hello to Shane. He does a great job. He's very proactive at making, like, for example, when the clocks went back and the clocks went forward, you know, you put a little reminder, you know, things like that. Really utilizing that space as a promotional area. So you can say, this page is closing down on the 1st of May, move to this one. And you just keep posting that up there and saying, you know, if you want to stay in touch, it's that simple. Just run them concurrently, give people a month to move, and then close it down. And the people you lose, they probably weren't even checking the page anyway. You know, it's that simple. Do it on your Twitter, do it through an email list. Just, you have to remind people at least 3 times actively. So that means outside of the page, you either need to send them an email message, a tweet, some kind of other way of, you know, in your magazine or whatever, and just be honest about it. Just saying, you know, our page wasn't performing well. We've created it as this one; it will do a better job, and you know, whatever your reasons are, and just move it across slowly. It's not a big deal, you know. People, if they're actively engaged in your first page, they'll move to the second page, and those who aren't, they'll drop off, and so you'll have a, you know, it's like a culling of the herd. You know, the weak ones will get put away, and you have a stronger, you know, if you go back to the party, you go, you know, all the losers will leave, and then you have all the party people. You know, you'll have all the party people in your party.
I've heard about your parties.
So, is there any other questions? As little or as big as you like. And this part of the time is for you. You know, any sort of challenges you think about.
So they won't let you share on a company site.
Oh right, so this is your.
Yeah. Like if I'm on my personal one, which goes into that one, and you try and put that onto mine, you can't actually. It won't let you go up to company site.
On a page you manage. Yeah. Yeah, you can. There you go.
Well, what did it let me do it before?
I don't know.
Thanks, sir. You go for it.
On a page you manage, no hacker rafting. Yeah. And away you go. Yeah. No, that's one of the things is Facebook is constantly changing, and it's you know, it's hard to know. You know, you have to keep on top of it. But that's those kind of things. You know, you can, if you're on the LinkedIn discussion group, you can ask up there. If I don't answer, someone else might help you out. You know, that's one of the things I didn't talk about in the mobile. Is that with your websites going forward, they need to be design responsive. And what that means is that they will automatically adjust to the device, rather than having you know, an iPhone app or an iPhone website, a tablet website, you know, 4 different websites. You build your website, and what it will do is it's smart enough to know what device is viewing it, and then it reorders its information. The other way is to have, if you have a WordPress CMS, like if your website's using a platform like WordPress, you can use a plugin, and this plugins are, they're free ones, they're paid for ones, but they're usually very cheap, $50 or something, and that'll do amazing things for you on other devices, and so people can read your website and access your information more easily on different devices rather than having to build proprietary apps. I think that the utilization of HTML5 going forward is something that's very important. So your next website should certainly be using HTML5. So your developer, whilst they might not know HTML5 fully, they must understand the concept of it. Because you're able to build websites now that are built on HTML5 without touching code at all. So HTML5 is the latest language, the latest development of the language that the web is created with. And so that allows a lot more intelligent, sort of semantic web goings on. So design responsive is a term you want to use with the building of your next website. But my prediction is that within 5 years, the actual websites themselves won't be as popular at all because of social networking. Facebook can almost do everything that your website does and better. And it's just going to get to the point where, we got 50% of the population, when it's 80%, 90% of the population on Facebook. And you've got Facebook, you can book through there, you can send an e-newsletter, you can create events, you can sign people up, you can sell your products. People have whole shops on Facebook. What do you need a website for? And they do all of the work to make Facebook accessible through mobile, iPad. Custom designed websites in 5 years will probably be a thing of the past. People will just sign up to social networks and do it all through there. And it is possible to do that right now, but I think that is becoming more and more the case. Why would you spend thousands of dollars on creating a proprietary website when it's done in a moment? And the upgrades are all there and it's free and you don't have to worry about the downtime, all of that stuff.
So on Facebook, can you keep your company products, list of products, your trips, your safety stuff, can you keep that sitting up the top somewhere? Because
yes, you
when you put the photos on, it just keeps dribbling down and losing.
Yeah, so there's a term called make it sticky, or they change it from time to time. But yes, with a certain post you can have this, stay at the top, pin it to the top, or make it stick. Depending on what social network it is, but they have this, what's called keep it sticky.
So you can make one section stay.
Yeah, you can also highlight posts so they go right across the page as well. So rather than just a little square on half the feed, you press the star and it goes right across the page. And that's important as well for highlighting special events rather than just regular posts.
So the one where you had a little thing there where you had the MailChimp and all those beastie things. You can put something that stays there.
Yeah. Poor dog. I didn't pick on him as much as I could have. So you're talking about the tabs here.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you can edit these and have these ones on the top. You can move them around. I personally would have all your calls to action at the top here.
So we could have grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 on there.
Yeah, you could if you want. Yeah. People have their like us on Twitter. I think we do.
So the troll is the one I'll be sure of something.
That's right, I'm running the internet with my phone. Gosh, that air conditioning is so loud. Madison bitches on Tory. That's very creative. Sorry? No. Sometimes it's a gamble with all of these shows. I don't know when the internet's gonna mess with it. Just yeah. Oh, jeez, this is terrible. This is nuts. Right, let's try that. Okay. So yeah, we have our Twitter, our events. I'm not sure that's something that we're not using enough of, these events. And I think a lot of people aren't. Because with events, one of the beautiful things is that you can do is that an event on your event on Facebook can be, if you join it, for a lot of people, they will automatically come up on their calendar, and it will automatically send them a reminder. So that's what I do. Is that if I find an event on Facebook that I like, I click join, and it comes up on my calendar, and I look through the week and I go, oh, that event's on, or sometimes it will automatically remind me. So that's a really useful tool, and there's lots of apps that will interact with your booking software or whatever to create events or and stuff like that. All of these, Facebook's all about interacting with other services and whatnot. You think about any solution that you need, I'm pretty sure that Facebook can interact with it and provide you a solution if you want. Well, so you said you just started using Facebook.
Yeah, this is not.
Yeah, I've seen you've been active on that. Can we have a look?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. I hope we like you on Facebook. That would be.
Good luck, yeah.
So you've come to our party, you've come to yours. Doesn't look like it, does it? This is right, well we can rectify that right now. Can you type skills active in there for me? Actually, another organisation that's doing it well is Mountain Safety Council. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, you are right. There you go. So you get 60. So that's pretty good. Calendar of events. That's brilliant. Videos and contests. That's excellent. Yes, I would definitely have those things at the top. If you're a destination, though, having a map is really important. If there's an office, a booking office that people have to come to, that might be very important for you. But if you're not a destination, then obviously maybe that's second tier. Because again, it's all about above the fold. Personally, I think Facebook should have that showing all the time. But yeah, above the fold here is important. What you have there. So you can look at highlights or posts by page. But then Mountain Safety Council, they're doing well. They're 2,200 people, so they follow us on Twitter. They do a lot of social media competitions. Show us your hut is a good one. I'm not so sure about the no meat is better than no meat, but yeah. The point that they're using that cover photo to promote things is really good. Can you type in move me?
So while he's doing that, if you
No, you don't have to. I'm just saying that those who don't want to invest thousands of dollars into a website proprietary won't have to. It's, you know, there's, with the internet, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Maybe or one word.
Do you have your Facebook link at the top of your website? So
Yeah.
your Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. See, that's that just proves a point. All right. Cheers, Shane. That's fine. So we have them up here all the time, saying that we're on those networks. We're in the process of rebuilding our website. This website went live the month before I started my job, which no one told me. I wasn't very happy about that. Because they asked me in the interview, they said, what will you do? I said, the first thing I'll do is redo your website. Oh, good. It's like, yeah, so I had to buy into someone else's system, which I didn't like at all. And it's a horrible, the back end is just a horrible nightmare. And I would say to you, never use Civi CRM. It's horrible. Quagmire on the nightmare CMS, just horrible. Do you aware of Civi CRM? Yeah. It's a Civi CRM it's our membership database that links into our Drupal website, and it's hideously complex when it doesn't need to be. It's very powerful, but you have to reinvent the wheel with everything you do. Nothing's templated. It's very laborious. Yeah, I mean, our website needs a bit of love. You know, it's certainly a huge step up from the past one, which looked like something from 1995. But yeah, it needs a lot of work. But we're getting there. I mean, we have a Twitter feed in there, which is for more than anything, having Twitter and Facebook on your on the front page is really important. If you're interested in Google rankings and search engine optimization, that's really important, because what Google does is when it looks at websites, it wants to know how current that information is, how often information is changing, and how relevant your website is to your field, to your subject. So it looks at all the links. So if you have a constant Twitter feed on the front page, you know, Google's reading that information. It's new every day, and it's got all lots of different links that link to other associated websites, and so that's very important. That's one of the part of the algorithm. So actually, Walking Legends, they have they have the Facebook social plugin on parts of their website. It's not here. But then, yeah, it's